One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports. College football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will come out first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes when guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to...
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left to make third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make...
And the defense. Will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got room to work. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for room. It's Williamson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hilltoppers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Polk. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Williamson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Heaves it deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. It's Cruz. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Hilltoppers have pushed it inside the 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hilltoppers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Off the play fake. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. That's reeled in. It's Abraham. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, WKU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the great Boise State-Fresno State rivalry is in the books. Here's how it all went down. Fresno State dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it up to 30. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now the play fake. Here's a Heat. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because...
There he goes! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Topper. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. Here he goes breaking the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive.
The Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the 1st down yardage? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And some room to work. brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williamson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The play action fake. On the run, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Cruz. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Cruz. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that run. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. direction. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumps.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him, trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. They put on the heat and they blocked it.
And for that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Now improvising. Oh, he's got a chance. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Williamson. At the 45, on his way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Under fire. Just threw that one way too far.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in an empty set. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, they're after him. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Ready up. 29 forward.
To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are finishing the deal, building the lead. In the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you...
Running free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job executing the reverse on that play. And it's all about the misdirection because the running back has it. You're getting the fast flow by the defense, and then he laterals it to the receiver.
Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flowers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first.
Ready up.
And the Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
grab near the sticks. It's Flowers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
State, 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Topper. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Hauls it in.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Ready, break. Here we go.
Wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. A first down for the offense.
Moves.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Flowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Hilltoppers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a draw. Finds a little space. carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
On the set. 42 Spider.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and more important.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.